Good afternoon. My name is Rutiana. I'm from Universitas 11 Maret. Here I would like to present my article entitled Big Data Analysis of Policies on Disaster Communication. This study analyzed both information and public comment posted in those social media between March and May 2020 to explore the state and citizen relation during the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. We assume that government communication contributed to the success of public policy implementation, and government social media is one of instruments that can be utilized to measure public sentiment and support towards certain policies. So the problem statement in my article is how the government's policy on disaster are represented on the social media owned by BNPB or Indonesian National Board for Disaster Management, especially for COVID-19. The information presented on the social media represent that big data. So we use all posted in BNPB Facebook account to be analyzed in this research. We do this because we assume that all posting is one kind of big data. So we use descriptive quantitative approach and data research and collection derived from BNPB Facebook account using inclusion criteria with hashtag bersama melawan COVID. Together we can find against COVID-19 posted in period of the 1st April 2020 to 31st of July 2020. We using content analyze, all posting uploaded by BNPB. We copied into new NVivo software and then the data was made note and categorized by its content. The categories use information delivery and then persuading, appeal, and then enforcing the rule to change behavior or coercive function. In the other word, we use three categories. First, information delivery to rhetoric function, and then the third one is coercive function. We look up in the posting, which is every posting we can categories into three categories. We use two theoretical approach. The first one is narrative and messaging perspective. This theory focus on content, message, and communicator or messenger aiming to influence government or public decision making. So message communicated by government can influence society perception and response to reduce the risk during COVID-19 crisis. The second one, crisis response and management perspective reflect and explain how society action in responding to the situation. And here the research framework, we starting from information around COVID-19 and then we use narrative and messaging perspective and crisis response and management perspective for analyzing content posting in social media, and then we categorize into informative, persuasive, and coercive. And then we portray how sentiment public respond on it. Result and finding, the first one, we find that the proportion of share for BNPB's posting is 69% for informative, 25.9% persuasive, and 5.5% coercive categories. The most prominent issues are government message to cope with COVID-19, and then health issues, children issues, and performing protocol. The proportion of share for BNPB indicates that BNPB still focuses on expansion and confirming information related to case development, risk control, and social economic recovery preparation during pandemic up to the end of July 2020. Majority communication are received with good sentiment as characterized with like and loves super proportion. Public response refers to unity and dichotomy of actors, that is government and public. The topic discussed is related to health issue. Feeling communicated by publics include anxiety, hope, support, and resistance. The discourse revealed from the comment is that information delivered by government related to COVID-19 is lie or manipulation. Only frighten the people. There is vaccine, drug, hospital service is business interest, and spokesperson and task force are the ones benefiting from the salary generated by the rule plate. It can be seen from the comment. Corona will be stated as ending when the state's money is used up. This discourse of anger is also manifested into pornographic utterance. The study also found comment from reputatively buzzer account characteristic with identical comment using different account and repetition in some posting. It can be found with input pro and con government response. Public comment during disaster revives racial and religious sentiment. This group distrusting the government make narration as if government oppress people and benefit from the COVID-19 disaster management policy, they narrate that government deserve God's punishment. The con group also generate discourse of dispute between pro-government political support group and its political opponent in presidential election period, and we call Cebong versus Kamret. The study cannot analyze the government response to the contradictory public response due to the one-way communication and NPP Facebook. And the conclusion we are drawing is the first one, state society relation and COVID-19 disaster policy communication in Indonesia reflected on semi-open posting. Means government only post information, persuasion, coercive policy, but doesn't give response to public comment on the posting. Second one, in the communication of COVID-19 disaster policy, government and society state public trust element. It means that government design communication pattern and content to win the public trust in order to accept and comply with government's appeal. On the other hand, the con-government group of society narrates their distrust. And the third one, public communication policy during disaster vulnerability result in horizontal and vertical conflict because of panic and condition pressure. Narrative contrasted by con-government group through comment written on BNPP's Facebook posting is connected to issues of religion, poverty, data manipulation, and elite capture over state budget. The recommendation that we are delivered are first one, communication content issue giving smaller persuasive and coercive portion, thereby impacting on the delayed change of public behavior and taking action according to government's policy. Second one, communication technique and information content need variation to prevent the people from saturation. And the third one, data validity and policy communication synchronization are urgent to win the public trust. And the last one is further study should increase data coverage and government institution entity coverage as the material of study. That's all of my presentation. Thank you.